1,000-throng Aintree racecourse for the biggest event of the steeplechasing world, the Grand National. Even umbrella weather won't stop the crowds coming to this almost legendary racing classic, and no amount of gypsies' warnings will stop them having a flutter. 30 runners this year, with Cop, an Irish entry, a last-minute favourite. The second favourite is Brian Marshall's mount, Early Mist. Matuvu, a much-fancied runner, is owned by the Queen Mother, and there to see how he runs is the Queen Mother, and Princess Margaret. Lord and Lady Derby welcomed the royal visitors who journeyed from London the evening before. It's nearly time for the runners to face the tapes, so down in the paddock the jockeys take their seats. This is Steel Lock, a 66-to-1 chance. Making a return visit is Little Yid, number 13, here with Matuvu, number 16. Her Majesty shelters from the drizzle as she makes her way to the royal box. The rain that's been falling for many hours will make the going extremely soft and may upset a whole host of predictions. Up at the tapes, there's a bit of trouble getting the field into line. Last year's victor, Royal Tan, plays up a bit, but they'll soon be away. And they're off with nearly 4.5 miles to go. Several jumps have been made less dangerous this year, and because of the heavy going, the water jump is completely abandoned. Nevertheless, 29 of the trickiest fences in the world still make the National the toughest steeplechase of them all. Down goes Blue Envoy, and now Mariner's Log. No one's badly hurt. Meanwhile, Moogie, ESB, Quare Times, Matuvu and Cop are leading the field towards fence number 2. And all's well with the field as they race away. Some idea of the slippery going is shown by our slow-motion camera. Here's that first jump ahead. Moogie, Matuvu, ESB take it easily, but watch 2 others take a tumble. To our camera at jump number 3 as Sundew, Steel Lock, Quare Times and Matuvu take it almost together. All seems well for the moment, but there goes another. The field's beginning to thin out already. Now for the fabulous Beecher's Brook, graveyard of many a punter's hopes. And Beecher's lives up to its reputation. ESB, who'd been going well, is a casualty, and so is Roman Fire. Now to jump number 7, and Sundew, Steel Lock, Moogie, Quare Times, and Matuvu are still making the running. But Moogie has stumbled. That ends his chances. The Canal Turn is next, a tricky jump that's got a sharp left turn on the far side. Sundew has a good lead by now. Early Mist is in second place. Royal Tan is there, and Quare Times is moving up. Sundew races for Valentine's Brook. Matuvu, Steel Lock, Quare Times, and now Gentle Moyer are closing. Slow motion reveals their full grace and balance as they take the 6-foot jump. They're still in much the same order as they come down to jump 11, though no response has fallen out. Now an incident that shows the real danger that faces every jockey who tests his nerve against the national fences. Jump number 12 coming up. Sundew is nearly in bad trouble with a loose horse. Matuvu is in second place now. Gentle Moyer and Steel Lock are well up. There's only 2/3 of the field left by this time. Keeping a sound lead, Sundew is making a fast pace. Steel Lock's moved behind him, with Matuvu plugging away in 3rd place. They come to the 15th jump, known as the chair. Sundew's still in the lead, but a loose horse cuts right across him. He nearly went down that time. Matuvu's in second place again. Steel Lock is third. Gentle Moyer, Tudor Line and Gigolo are the nearest challengers. For the first time in Grand National history, the field misses the abandoned water jump, so on they go for the second time round. Matuvu has a slight lead from Sundew as they turn away from the stands and back towards the 14 jumps they have to tackle again. The heavy going is making it one of the most grueling nationals for years, but the leaders look full of stamina yet. Quare Times is third now, and Care's Cottage has moved up behind him. Gentle Moyer is there, so is gallant Tudor Line, second last year. Matuvu and Sundew are neck and neck as they race away. Up towards Beaches for the second time, and there's little change in the order. And this time, the famous fence doesn't claim a single victim. Next on the list is the Canal Turn. There's been a reshuffle by now. Matuvu has gone, and with him hopes of a royal win. Quare Times safely over has the lead. Care's Cottage, Tudor Line and Sundew are his nearest rivals. Now it's a duel between the Tafe brothers, for Pat Tafe rides Quare Times and his brother Tom rides Care's Cottage. Now the jump that took such a toll on the first time round. And there goes Sundew and Steel Lock. Sundew's jockey P.J. Doyle takes a pounding from the stragglers. The brothers Tafe fight out the grim battle for the lead. Into the 28th jump, and both are over safely. Yes, a towering tussle, but there are only 2 more fences to go. But jump 28 has another victim to claim yet. Sunclass puts jockey Power down, but far from out. Both struggle to their feet, determined to get home in the same way they started. At the same time, a rival comedy turn on the far side of the fence is giving the crowds a spot of free entertainment. Meanwhile, Care's Cottage, Quare Times and Tudor Line are heading for the last fence. Tom Tafe fights to keep Care's Cottage in front, but brother Pat won't be shaken off. And over they go, all safe and sound. Quare Times has got the lead from Tudor Line. Care's Cottage has dropped back to third place, and it's going to be a victory for Quare Times. Still going magnificently, he strides on towards the post. And Quare Times, who cost his owner only 300 guineas, has won the National. A 12-length victory for a superb horse, ridden by a great Irish jockey. Quare Times gives trainer Vincent O'Brien a sensational record. In 1953, he won with Early Mist. Last year, he did it with Royal Tan. And now Quare Times makes it his Grand National hat-trick. Owner Mrs. Wellman wins nearly £9,000. Vincent O'Brien takes it all calmly in fact as the winner, Quare Times.